I feel really embarrassed because I haven't sat down and spoken to you in so long. I think our last video, like talking face to face, was the interview with Pam when we dropped Hypothetical Adults. And that was in early February, and we're now in early March. But I am here, and I thought that we could just catch up. Just, you know, just a little girl chat, some little life updates while I do my makeup. And so all I've done so far is just wash my face and use my one true love, African shea butter. There is nothing this will not heal. This is not sponsored. Nothing in this video is sponsored yet. But this is the greatest invention. So I put a little of that on my face, and now I'm just gonna jump right ahead and do some foundation. I'm using L'Oreal's, let me be a real YouTuber and put my hand. Can I see? Is it focusing? The Super Blendable Makeup Lotion Soft Sable C6. You don't need to know this information, but the other YouTubers do it, so here I am. Okay, life update. So I was looking back. This is way too much foundation. Oh my freaking gosh. Let me scoop some back up. I'm trying to scoop it back up in the bottle because I poured too much. I was thinking back on to why I even started this channel to begin with, and I couldn't remember, because like the real honest truth is I started it because I was bored and I wanted to do something during the pandemic. And then I was doing it, and I have a lot of fun filming these videos. I don't have any fun editing them, but I'm learning and persevering with the editing. But I just want to keep going with it because I like sharing like the journey that I'm on. I like learning. I like creating what I want when I want to do it, which is very rare when you're an actress. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Muhoza, and I'm an actress and producer. Sometimes I'm a writer. I am a writer. I always just feel so fraudulent saying that because I don't do it consistently. But in my heart, I'm a writer for life. And what was I saying? Right. This channel, why I started this channel. After making videos, and with every video, I'm like, hey, you know, if you want to reach out to me, you can message me on blah, 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 Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And I've gotten some messages, and they're not creepy. They're not, some of them are a little questionable because it's the internet, but nothing has been like, you know, shocking or scary. But it just still feels really intrusive because I'm sharing myself and then having strangers come into my messages, and I don't know, it feels really weird, and I don't know how to balance the fact that I've chosen to share my life and then I've chosen to invite people into it. Even when it's people from my own personal life that I know, like they will send me messages about my videos, which is very sweet. Thank you for watching. But then it still hits me like, oh shit, like actual people that I know are watching this and are seeing me in my life. So I feel a little weird about that. But anyways, we're gonna move past it. Okay, I never bake or cake, whatever that means. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, why is my foundation like creasing in my eyelids? That's why. Also, if you know of any good concealer, please let me know, because I've always had trouble finding concealer that I like. Some of my friends were telling me Tarte concealer is pretty good. Oh my gosh, you see, this is what I was upset about. Now I have all this foundation. No, I'm not wasting. We're gonna put this back. Let me just put it on my neck. Makeup is expensive, homie. Like, I'm not in the business of wasting shit. So that's where I'm at in terms of this YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know if I 100% like doing it, but I also don't like giving up. I'm gonna keep doing it until I like it. Now I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna use this lipstick, which is Revlon Black Cherry Lipstick. This is like generational wealth right here, because my mom used Revlon for years and years and years, and then my sister was using it, and then I started using it. Okay, I'm gonna use it as blush though, so I'm gonna do this. This is not a makeup tutorial, by the way. I'm not trying to tell you how to do things, because as you can see, it's very basic up in here. Okay, let's talk in terms of acting. So I did a video about my New Year's resolutions, and then in that video I said that I was gonna come back and give you an update. The update is due next month, April 1st, and then I realized, I'm like, oh shit, like I actually have to do these resolutions because I'm gonna have to come back and give you a report on how they're going. So that's a good thing about this channel, is being held accountable. But in terms of acting, I don't, it's really frustrating. It's not frustrating. Let's start with gratitude before we go into the complaining. We are grateful for auditions, very grateful. Grateful for agents who are good at their job, and I feel really lucky because I'm on a small-ish roster, so I have a pretty personal and one-on-one connection with my agent. I'm gonna feel really comfortable with her. I'm also gonna use this now as lipstick and then spread it because I don't want the full tint. I just want just a little cherry kiss. So we're out here, we're auditioning. I haven't done like an in-person audition since summer 2020. Everything else has been self-tape and Zoom, which I'm happy I don't have to commute, because there's nothing worse than like commuting for an audition and then you're there for 5 minutes. But I would still pick in person over self-tape, especially the Zoom. The Zoom auditions are so awkward. They're so uncomfortable. For the most part, like 90% of the time when I audition for something, after the audition is done, I don't think about it. I'm like, goodbye. But there's a 10% of the time where it's a part that I really, really want because it's from like a show or from like creators that I really admire and I want to be in. And when I don't get it, I'm like, at this industry, I didn't care about it to begin with, but I cared a lot. So that's how my acting life goes. And then with the producing world, so like I said, we released the like pilot or our teaser pilot now for Hypothetical Adults. And then now we're like in the process of applying for grants and pitching it, which applying for grants is a huge headache. It's necessary, but it's a huge headache. Now we also sent our pilots to people that we really admire in the industry and try to get their feedback. And we've gotten really, really good and specific feedback that we're trying to reincorporate in our storyline. So we're also rewriting not the story, but we're making like the characters and their goals more specific. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. Right now, like we're currently producing a short film called Trojans. We're really, really excited about it. We have our cast, we have our crew, which I love. I love that process of like assembling a team and making sure that the people you're gonna work with are people that you actually want to be around with, because we're working very closely for long hours. Vetting people is very important to me and I take it seriously, and I'm really happy with the cast and the crew that we've put together so far. There's still some kinks that we gotta iron out, some logistics that we gotta secure, but I feel really good and I love the story. And the director, Zach, who just wrote a really, really beautiful, not beautiful as in like romantic, I mean beautiful as in this gripping script. And I can't wait until we get to film it, which is happening very, very soon. Okay, I need to focus. What am I gonna do next? Mascara. So this is the one I use and I love. L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I'm realizing most of my products are L'Oreal, and it's also because that's what I saw my mom use when I was a kid, so that's just what I went with automatically. So far, so good. But recently, I ordered this. It's like an eyelash tool kit. Like this is an eyelash separator, and then they have a brow brush, and then this thing, which I've always wanted, is also an eyelash separator, but it's curved, so it's almost like an eyelash curler. And I didn't mean to order this kit. I only ordered it because I wanted some more shea butter, but then my order didn't qualify for free delivery until you add something else, capitalism. So I added this in the basket very quickly, and I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. Let me just pretend I do something with my brows, which I don't. I'm gonna do this. I have realized though that I really like producing, and I'm trying to find a way to show you what the producing process is for me while making it interesting, because the reality of it is that it's a lot of admin work. It's just me sitting on my laptop. But I really do want to show you the process, because I think it's important for anyone who's a creator to know how to actually execute what you want to do and release it. That takes a lot of organization. And it's so freaking cool and satisfying watching something from the inception all the way until the delivery and sharing it with the world. Okay, I keep losing my train of thought. Like, I can't do my makeup and talk at the same time. So I did the brow. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comb my lashes. I'm gonna start with this one, actually. I never liked those eyelash curlers. They scare the crap out of me. This one for me is a lot more manageable. So it's gonna, I know from your distance or your viewpoint it's not doing anything, but up here, up close in this mirror, it's doing something. Now that I've separated them a little bit, I'm gonna go in and do the mascara. My favorite part of the makeup process is mascara. Oh, also, I'm in Toronto and we are out of lockdown. Not like out. We're out of the stay at home order. So right now we're in the gray zone, which means you can gather other people outside, maximum 10 people. You still can't go into restaurants and eat. You can't do even patio. There's a lot of things we still can't do, but I'm counting my blessings because we've been in this for forever and a half. And I was looking at photos of people in Sydney, Australia. They're having concerts, they're having parties, and we're here sitting in the house. So I finished the mascara and now I'm gonna go in with this little eyelash comb and just separate them and kind of get rid of some of the clumps. Oh, it's so satisfying to do. Oh my gosh. I wish I could show you a close-up. Well, you can see it. You can kind of see it from there. Ooh! Do you see the difference between this eye and this eye? You're too far to see the difference. I promise there is one though. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm gonna do my bottom lashes, which that's a little, I've definitely poked myself with this before and it's not the end of the world, but it's still a kind of pain. Okay, I'm done with that. I don't know what this is for, this little spoolie brush. I have no idea what this is about. I don't know what this is for either. I think this is to like slick down your eyebrows. Like if you put eyebrow gel, I think this is what this is for. Anyways, did I fill in my brows a little bit? Let me just do a little. Why not? Life is short. Fill in your brows if you want to. Okay, so I've given you like career updates, channel updates, personal life updates. What can I tell you? Well, I've just started faith study, which I think I've mentioned on this channel before, like briefly, that I went to Catholic schools my entire life. And in my home life, like I very much always believed in God and I was always very spiritual, but I wasn't religious. Like I wasn't strict with religion. So doing faith studies, I have a lot of conflicting feelings, especially because when we're reading the Bible, I'm like, I don't believe in this line. I don't believe in this verse. But what I do really like is hearing other people in my group and hearing their interpretation on certain Bible verses and also hearing how it applies to their life. And what our faith leader was telling me was that this is a faith study, which is separate from Bible study. We'll see. We'll see how long I last in there. It's just, yeah, I have a lot of conflicting feelings about the church and some of the things they stand for and also using God to push away people. I'm not about that, but I'm doing faith study. So I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, girls, I think we're ready. I'm satisfied with this look. I might do a little more lipstick, but I think I'm good. Thank you so much for watching today's video, for coming back to it, even though I've been inconsistent. I'm really gonna try very, very hard not to be inconsistent. Okay, because that's not a cute trait. It's not a good look, girls. So I'm gonna change. And I appreciate all your support. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe. And yes, you can still message me privately on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter if you want to connect. But just be chill, okay? It's not a mating call when I say, hey, message me. It's whatever. You do you, I'll do me. I'll see you next week. next week. I'll see you sometime very, very soon. Struggle proudly.